Have you ever felt like you're working harder than ever, but somehow still falling behind financially? You wake up early, you go to work, you pay the bills, yet wealth still feels distant. Meanwhile, someone else, maybe someone less talented than you, seems to be getting ahead. So here's the uncomfortable question. What if the biggest reason people stay broke isn't the economy, inflation, or bad luck? What if it's dopamine? The same chemical that makes you scroll might also be destroying your financial future. Before we start, comment below. Do you think social media and instant gratification make people worse with money? Because once you see this pattern, you'll never look at your phone, food, or spending the same way again. The modern economy isn't just built on selling products, it's built on capturing attention. Every app you use, every notification you receive is engineered to trigger dopamine. Dopamine is the brain's reward chemical. It evolved thousands of years ago to help humans survive. When early humans found food, their brain released dopamine. When they solved a problem, dopamine rewarded them. It helped our ancestors stay alive. But today, companies have learned how to hack that system. Social media, fast food, online shopping, streaming platforms, each one is designed to trigger tiny bursts of pleasure, and Americans are feeling the effects. The average American now spends over 7 hours per day on screens. That's nearly half of their waking life. But attention isn't the only thing being consumed. Money is too. According to the Federal Reserve, nearly 60% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency expense without debt. At the same time, consumer spending on entertainment, food delivery, and digital services continues to rise. This isn't a coincidence. It's the dopamine economy, an entire system designed to reward instant gratification and punish long-term thinking. Imagine this. You open your phone for just a minute, you check Instagram, then TikTok, then YouTube. Suddenly, 40 minutes are gone. This isn't an accident. Former Silicon Valley engineers have admitted that many platforms are designed to be addictive by design. Infinite scrolling, endless recommendations, notifications engineered to pull you back. Every swipe delivers a tiny dopamine hit. Your brain begins to crave it. But here's the hidden cost. Dopamine doesn't just affect attention, it affects decision-making. When the brain becomes addicted to quick rewards, it begins to avoid delayed rewards. And wealth is the ultimate delayed reward. Investing today to benefit 10 years later. Saving money today to achieve freedom later. Building a business that might take years to succeed. Compared to scrolling, that feels painfully slow. Consider two friends, Jake and Michael. Both are 25 years old. Both earn $60,000 per year. Jake spends his evenings scrolling social media, ordering food, and streaming shows. Michael spends an hour each night learning about investing and building a side skill. Neither life seems dramatically different at first. But after 10 years, Michael has built an investment portfolio worth over $200,000. Jake has almost nothing saved. The difference wasn't intelligence, it wasn't opportunity, it was daily dopamine choices. Small decisions repeated thousands of times. The modern system quietly rewards impulse behavior. Think about it. Buy now, pay later. One-click checkout, same-day delivery, instant food, instant entertainment. Everything is designed to eliminate waiting because waiting reduces spending. In the United States alone, credit card debt has surpassed $1 trillion. And a major driver isn't necessity, it's impulse, late-night purchases, emotional spending, stress relief shopping. Dopamine makes spending feel good in the moment, but the consequences arrive later. Debt, stress, financial stagnation. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The wealthy don't necessarily have more intelligence, but they often have stronger impulse control systems. They automate investments. They reduce exposure to temptation. They build environments that support support long-term thinking because discipline isn't about willpower, it's about systems. For example, many wealthy Americans invest automatically through retirement accounts like 401ks and index funds. Money is invested before they even see it. That removes temptation because the less decisions you make, the less dopamine can sabotage you. In the 1970s, psychologists conducted a famous experiment. Children were placed in a room with a marshmallow. They were told, you can eat it now or wait 15 minutes and receive 2 marshmallows. Some children ate it immediately, others waited. Years later, researchers followed those same children. The ones who delayed gratification were more likely to have higher income, better health, greater career success. The lesson was, the ability to wait is one of the most powerful predictors of future success. And today, that marshmallow appears in front of adults every day. Scrolling, spending, eating, drinking. Each one offers immediate pleasure, but steals from the future. Every dollar you spend impulsively doesn't just disappear, it loses the opportunity to compound. For example, if someone invests $500 per month in an index fund, earning around 8% annually, after 30 years, they could have over $700,000. But if that same money is spent on delivery food, impulse shopping, subscriptions, entertainment, the wealth never forms. Opportunity cost is invisible, which is why it's so dangerous. But here's the good news. Dopamine isn't the enemy. It just needs direction. You can retrain your brain. Replace scrolling with learning. Replace impulse spending with investing. Replace short-term pleasure with long-term freedom. Start small. Automate investments. Delay purchases by 30 days. Remove one unnecessary expense. Tiny decisions create massive change over time. The truth is, most people aren't broke because they're lazy, and they're not broke because they lack intelligence. They're broke because the modern world trains them to chase instant pleasure. But the moment you understand this, you take back control. Because wealth doesn't begin in bank accounts, it begins in the mind. Mental discipline creates financial discipline, and financial discipline creates freedom. If you want to build both mental wealth and financial wealth, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Untold Rise. If this video changed how you see money, comment below discipline over dopamine and subscribe to the Untold Rise for more documentaries about money, psychology, and the hidden systems shaping your financial future.